Situation. A wide flange beam is simply supported at A and is hinged at B. Column AC is 300 millimeters square solid section. Properties of the wide flange are as follows. You're given the flange width, 406 mm. You're given the depth, 416 mm. And then you're given the moment of inertia, Ix and Iy. Find the allowable uniform load that can be applied if the allowable flexural stress is 165 megapascal. So pinapahanap itong W. Kung ang allowable flexural stress daw nito ay ito, 165. Okay, so para ma-compute natin yon, unang-una, we have to know ano ba yung value ng maximum moment nitong beam na to. Well, sinabi niya naman na itong support na to ay simple support, while ito naman ay hinge. So we can idealize yung beam na yon as parang ganito. Parang ganyan, no? We can simply idealize na parang ganito lang siya. And then we have the uniform load, W. Okay? So, una natin kailangan malaman dito, ano ba yung maximum moment that will be produced? Kasi syempre yung flexural stress, di ba? Again, and that is MC over I, no? So, kailangan mo natin ma-solve yung M in terms of W. Okay, so may mga measurements naman dito. This is 3 meters. This is 9 meters. So, to calculate the maximum moment, let's do first the reactions. Let's call this reaction at A and then reaction at B. So to solve for the reaction, we will just apply summation of moment. I will do summation of moment at B para una ko ma-solve yung A, no? Taking summation of moment at B equal to 0, assuming counterclockwise positive, we have W times yung full length niyan ay 3 plus 9, so 12. So 12. Ang moment arm is kalahati ng 12. Okay, kasi ito yan eh. Diba? That is W times 12. Tapos ang moment arm natin ay kalahati ng 12. Okay, and then the rotation it will produce is counterclockwise. Okay? And then, of course, yung reaction sa A. And that would be times 9. Yun yung moment arm niya. Mula sa B. And the rotation is clockwise, so this would be negative. And that is all equal to 0, so we can solve for RA in terms of W. Okay, so we have 12 times 12 over 2 over 9. So that gives us 8. So 8W. So yun yung reaction sa A. 8W. Now, para makuha naman yung reaction sa B, we will take summation of forces Y is equal to 0, assuming upward positive. So we have, once again, downward yung W times 12, tapos upward naman yung RA, tapos upward naman yung RB. And from here, we can solve for the reaction at B, and that gives us 4W. Okay, kasi 12 minus 8 eh, no? Ayan. So, meron na ka na ditong reaction for W. So, dito pwede na natin madrawing yung shear diagram. Tapos mamaya, madrawing naman natin yung moment diagram. Okay, so starting off with this from left, no? Ito, this would be a negative shear kasi downward siya. Tapos yung area nito is just W times 3. So, pag ganito. So, 3W yan. Okay, pagdating dito, merong upward reaction na 8W. So, yung 3W na negative plus 8, so magiging positive 5W. So, 5W, ayan. Okay, and then, ibabawas na naman natin itong area na to, which is 9W, no? So, bali 5W minus 9W, that gives us negative 4W. Okay, and then dahil meron kang upward dito na 4W, magko-close lang yung shear diagram natin. So, ito ngayon yung shear diagram. Okay, so now to calculate the maximum moment, you need to identify saan yung point of zero shear. Ang maximum moments ay mahahanap natin kung saan merong point of zero shear or kung saan merong concentrated moment na naka-apply dun sa mismong beam. Well, sa case na to, wala namang naka-apply na concentrated moment sa buong beam na to. Kaya magre-rely tayo ngayon kung saan yung mga point of zero shear to determine kung nasaan yung mga maximum moment. Ulitin ko para malinaw. Ang mga maximum moment ay matatagpuan natin kung saan yung mga point of zero shear. Ano ulit yung point of zero shear? Ito yung point kung saan nag-cross yung shear diagram sa zero mark or sa zero value. So, kung babalikan natin, nag-umpisa tayo dito. So, actually, technically, this is a point of zero shear. No? However, free end kasi yan, kaya definitely, hindi yan yung maximum moment. So, ganito nangyari. Pumunta dito yung shear, tapos pumunta dito sa taas. So, ibig sabihin, meron tayo ditong point of zero shear. Ito. So, we're expecting na meron siyang maximum moment. Continuing the shear diagram, pagdating dito, bumaba ka dito. So, nag-cross ulit. So, that is another point of zero shear. Okay? So, yun yung mga point of zero. So, yun yung babantayan natin for maximum moment. So, ngayon, i-drawing na natin yung maximum moment. I mean, yung moment diagram. So, we need this point of zero shear. Ayan. So, actually, ang kailangan natin dito bago tayo mag-solve, kasi, di ba yung moment is yung area ng shear diagram. Kailangan natin tong length na to. Okay, tawagin natin yung length na yan na x. Kung x yan, itong kabila, 9 minus x. Kasi 9 to. Okay, and we can solve for that by ratio and proportion. So we have x over 5w is equal to 9 minus x over 4w. Bali, itong triangle na to ay similar sa triangle na to. Okay? So, cancel lang naman yung w dito, so we can solve for x. Okay, so actually yung x dyan lalabas 5, pero pakita ko na lang din. So, x over 5 equals 9 minus x over 4 and 5. Okay, so ito ay 5, ito ay 4. Okay, so we are now ready to compute the moment. So, ang area nito will just be 1/2 base is 3, height is 3w. So, 1/2 base times 3w. So, that would be 4.5w. Pero negative kasi negative yung area. And then, ang curvature, ganito. Okay? Next, we need to add this area. So, 1/2 base times height plus 1/2 base times height. By the way, this was supposed to be negative. So, lalabas ay 8w. So, pag ganyan. Okay? And then lastly, we will need to subtract this area. So, minus 0.5 or 1/2 base times height. And that gives us 0. So, mag-close na yung moment diagram. So, ganyan. So, ito ngayon yung moment diagram natin. As we can see here, dalawa nga yung peak moments natin. So, actually guys, ito yung maximum negative moment. Ito naman yung maximum positive moment. Okay? Pero sa case na to, wala naman naka-specify kung anong klaseng bending moment yung ganito ang allowable bending stress. So we are assuming that this is good for both positive and negative bending. So that means, pamimili na lang tayo ng isa. Ang pipiliin na lang natin is yung pinakamalaking bending moment, which is, in this case, ito. Mas malaki to, di ba? 8W yan eh. Ito, 4.5 lang. Okay, so we will use this in determining ano ba yung W na kailangan. Alright, so again, incorporating this for number 1. So for number 1, ang actual bending stress na equal sa MC over I ay hindi pwedeng lumagpas ng 165 megapascal. Now, as for the section itself, di ba ang wide flange section ganito itsura? Okay, ito yung tinatawag na flange width. Ito yung tinatawag na flange thickness. Ito naman yung tinatawag na web thickness. And then, lastly, ito yung overall depth. Okay? So, as for C, to define, dahil doubly symmetric naman yung section na wide flange, yung neutral axis niyan ay nasa gitna. Ayan, so, no need to solve. So, that means, yung C natin is either from neutral axis to this fiber or from neutral axis to this fiber, either of those two. Okay? So, parehas lang naman yon, and that is equivalent to half of the depth. Okay? And then yung I na gagamitin is dapat kung ano yung axis of bending. So wala naman naka-specify dito, actually sa drawing mo makikita. Wala naman pero wala naka-specify kung ano ba yung orientation ng wide flange. Pero kung titingnan mo dito sa orientation or sa drawing nitong beam na to, makikita nyo na nandito yung flange sa itaas tsaka sa ilalim. So ibig sabihin ng orientation nito ganito. Yan, ganyan ang orientation. So ibig sabihin magbe-bend ito about this axis, about the x-axis. Okay, kaya ang gagamitin natin ng moment of inertia would be Ix. And default na yun, guys. Kapag ka wide flange, normally kasi mas stronger axis yung x-axis. Kaya pinoposition talaga natin siya by default na ang bending mo would be about the major axis. Okay? So substitute na natin. So ang moment natin ay 8W. So by the way, itong 8W na to is going to be in kilonewton meter, kaya mag-multiply ako ng 1 million. Yung C natin ay, as mentioned, D over 2. So ang D na binigay ay 416. And then yung I natin ay given naman, Ix, that is 1,410 times 10 to the 6. Should not exceed 165. And dito lalabas yung W na kailangan. So cancel lang to. So we are left with 165 times 1,410 over 416 over 2. Tapos meron pang over 8. Okay, so that gives us 139.81 kilonewton per meter. And that would be our answer for number 1. Okay, so hindi pwedeng umabot or lumagpas ng 139 yung W. Otherwise, lalagpas na yung flexural stress ng 165. Okay? Next, find the bolt diameter at B if it is in double shear. Okay, so pinapahanap naman yung bolt diameter dito if it is in double shear. So actually dito, wala siyang binigay na W. So here we will assume na kung ano yung na-solve natin na W dun sa number 1, yun na rin yung W na gagamitin natin to answer number 2. No? Kasi maliban na lang kung may sinabi siya dito na W, ano yung kumbaga, yung uniform weight na gagamitin, no? So, anyway, ano ba ang kailangan? So, dahil hinahanap yung ang tawag dito, bolt diameter dito, tapos naka-double shear daw yan. So, kailangan nating makuha ano ba yung reaction dito sa B. Okay? Yung reaction dito sa B yung kailangan natin, no? So, well, actually, yung reaction sa B, ito yun, 4W. Okay? So, dahil alam na naman natin na kung ano yung W, so we can solve for that. Okay? So, number 2, the reaction at B can now be calculated. And that is 4W. And that is times 4, 559.25 kilonewtons. Okay? So, ano sabi? Ito daw ay naka-double shear. So, ang itsura pala niyan parang parang kung titingnan natin sa view na to, dito tayo nakatingin, no? Tingnan natin siya dito sa view na to. Okay, so makikita natin ganito. Yung wide flange. Ayan. Tapos andito yung support. Tsaka to, isa pa. Nandyan yung support. Bali, nandito yung ano, yung bolt. Yan yung bolt. Okay, so yan yung sa B. Okay, so meron kang reaction, RB. 'Di ba? So syempre magre-resist itong ano na 'to, no? Ito bali yung ano natin eh. Ito bali yung ano, hinge support sa B. Okay? So, of course, as we all know, yung shear stress ng bolt would be equal to the force, in this case RB, over area ng bolt. But because this is in double shear, yung area ng bolt na gagamitin is times 2. Okay? And this should not exceed the allowable na 130. Okay, so plugging in the values, that is 559.25. Gawin lang natin tong Newton over 2 times pi over 4 times the diameter of the bolt squared. That should not exceed 130. So therefore, the diameter of the bolt should be at least okay, 52.33. Okay, and from the choices, we will choose the next higher value of that. And that is 60 millimeters. So round this up to 60 mm. Ayan. Okay. Lastly, for number 3, find the bearing stress of plate at A if the size of the plate is 200 by 250. So dito naman guys, dito, ano daw yung bearing stress dyan? So di ba sinabi niya kanina, ito daw ay solid square section. So ibig sabihin, etong beam nakapatong dito, no? Nakapatong siya. So bali parang itsura lang. Parang kung ito yung wide flange, yan yung wide flange. So nakapatong siya dun sa, ano na yun? Ano ba to? 300 to eh. So 300 millimeters square. So parang ito siya sa ilalim. Parang ganyan yan. Okay, so nakapatong. And then meron ditong base plate. Ano yung plate? Ito. Plate is 200 by 250. So 200 by 250. No? So bali ito yung sa A. Ito yung sa A. Okay, so ang tanong, ano daw yung bearing stress? Well, napakasimple lang ng question kasi kailangan mo lang kunin dyan, ano yung reaction sa A? Tapos yung reaction sa A na yun will be distributed over this area. Okay, so parang force over area lang yung tinatanong. So therefore, yung reaction sa A, we already know that that is actually ito, 8W. No, 8W. So yung reaction sa A ay 8W, which is equal to, going back, ito yung W no? Times 8. So 1,118.51 kilonewtons. So therefore, yung bearing stress dyan is equal to force, in this case, yung reaction sa A, over yung area ng bearing. Which is, ilan yun? Baka isipin nyo area ng bolt, ano? Contact area na lang. And that is 1,108 1,118.51 gawin nating Newton over area. So, ang area natin is 200 by 250. And that gives us the bearing stress at A. Okay, and that gives us times 1,000 pa pala. Nalimutan ba? That gives us 22.37 megapascals. And that will be our answer for number 3. So 22.37. And that's how we solve this problem.